camera bags. Seriously, when you think that you've found the perfect camera bag, something won't fit in with it. I always think I've finally found it, and then you'll buy a new lens, or you'll try and fit your capture onto it, and the straps will be too tight. There'll always be something. It would have been nice if you can put your camera into normal bags, and sometimes I do that, but they never quite have that full reassurance. To give you an example, this is my EDC, my everyday carry bag, and this bag, I absolutely love it for all my personal stuff, like my phones, knives. You can even put a gun in the back if you're that way inclined, for concealed carry. Probably more so for our American friends on that one. What is it? Well, it's made by Maxpedition, and the material is great for life, but not so great for camera equipment. There's too many edges, and this is really very scratchy indeed, and there's absolutely no padding whatsoever. But it is so comfortable. I've been using this for about a year, and honestly I don't even realise that I'm wearing it. It's so padded, the straps are just perfect. But let me show you an interesting thing. It's a sling bag, and I like sling bags, and this sling kind of starts in the middle here and then trails off to the left. So that means there's one particular way that you wear it. So let's call this a right to left sling bag. So when you wear it, it will go over one particular shoulder, and you'll get used to that shoulder being where the strap sits. If a bag then comes along, again a sling, you probably wouldn't even bother to check. And I didn't. So here we go with the Lowepro camera bag. This is the Slingshot Edge 150 AW, and if I can show you the comparison here. So this is what I would call a right to left sling, and this is a left to right sling, and I didn't even think about that at the time of buying it, but it makes all the difference in the world. And the reason that they do that is because when you do swivel the bag round, you need to be able to access this pocket, and they can't change the location of this pocket. So even if you wanted to change it from a right to left swing or a left to right swing, you'd have to change the location of this pocket each time, which this bag simply doesn't do. I thought I could work with it, but when you're using this like on a day-to-day, when you're not taking your camera, and then you try and flick over to this, the problem is that the sling is on the other shoulder. And honestly, it might seem like not a big thing, but when you're trying to live with that, it didn't work for me. So I've been on the lookout for a camera sling bag that can go from a right to left, rather than this one, which is clearly a left to right. And I found a couple, not from any of the big brands. In fact, all the Lowepro ones seem to all be from left to right for whatever reason. I found a couple from unknown brands, and yeah, the sling was absolutely perfect, but the camera bags themselves were lacking quality. Would have been fine for you cheap little point and shoot, but you don't want to be putting 10,000-15,000 bucks worth of stuff in there. Just simply didn't trust it. Well, I'm hoping, and I haven't even tried it yet, so it's a bit too early, but I'm hoping that I may have found the bag that solves the problem. Let's take these two out of the way. You might be a right to left kind of guy, you might be a left to right kind of guy. This bag does both, and it's called the Manfrotto 3-in-1. Hell, it's even a backpack as well. It ticks all the boxes. So you can use it as a sling bag by simply tucking one of these into here, and it gets it out the way. That then turns it into a sling bag, and you can do that with either. So you can go left to right, or right to left. If you want, you can even crisscross so that the straps are an X shape. It's basically a do-it-all. So let's see, and the reason that they can do that, like I was saying on the other bag, is because they've got access to this pocket both on this side and on this side, and that's how you can swap it from a left to right or a right to left. So as I say, this is fresh in, haven't tried it yet, so this isn't going to be a renew, this is going to be a initial impressions. Okay, so that all needs setting up for a start, and whether you love it or hate it, that can sometimes take hours to get it just right. And unlike some of the other bags that I've tried, it's quality, you know, it's completely padded out, it's non-scratchy, so it gives you some confidence there straight away. This one at the top. If you use the 35mm, you could probably even get the A7R2 in here at the top. Yeah, that you could just even lay it in there. 35 2.8 and the A7R2, just even chuck it in there. Okay, and then all the way around. Lovely padding here as well. So we shall see. I really do hope that finally, only thing I'm a bit worried about, these are very thick straps, so capture might not sit on there very well, but there we go guys, it's the quest of the camera bag. I think we all are having this quest. Let me know if you've ever found perfection. Another big issue with a lot of these camera bags is they're very deep, and the A7R2 can go in and then get so deep that you can stop it rattling from left to right, but then it starts rattling around up to down because the mirrorless is just so much thinner than the DSLRs. So we'll see. I'll let you know. The everyday carry. And then this is actually this excellent bag for mirrorless, this one, which is the Lowepro 150. It really is. In actual fact, if this was, the sling was the same as this one, then yeah, I'd have no hesitation carrying on using this. So for the A7R2, the 150 AW is very good, so that is recommended. There you go guys. I will get back to you with a full review. As usual, it's been emotional.